was God all that was before the universe? They go, yes, he was the essence of everything prior to the universe. I go, great. If that's the case, where did this nothing come from? Because presumably nothing would suddenly have to appear within God's evidence.
This is it.
Not only that, the second part of it is, how did the universe come? From what did it come? The only logical thing that could be, I can accept magic, but it has to be God magic. Because otherwise, how could you possibly create the universe from something other than God essence? This is the question that I don't hear. And the reason Muslims have to stick to this is because, of course, they want the creator and the creation separate. In my view, the only logical conclusion is if you believe in a creator, this universe has to come from some kind of his essence. Then I'm fine. They will avoid this. They will avoid this in any possible way. By the way,
How did everything start?
someone, come on closer. Come in closer.
You filming?
No, I'm not at the moment, so you do it.
He's an atheist.
No, they want to know how it started.
Allah is the creator.
Here's my question to you. Do you believe that the universe was created from nothing?
No, I don't believe that. I believe Allah created the whole universe. Because everything in life had a reason. There's nothing without a reason.
And how did Allah?
If you make a watch, to design a watch, you need material.
Yes.
You need the material to do.
Yes.
Same thing. Allah creates the whole universe.
Okay, but that's a different assertion. That's a different point. How did Allah create the universe?
Well, that's his creation. Do I meet him over there to ask him how did you create?
You talk to him every day, don't you?
Oh, no. I don't
do?
talk to him. I follow the commandment.
Okay. But
How can I talk to him? Why? In the sleep.
Okay. Do you pray to Allah?
I do.
Okay. How many times a day do you pray to Allah?
The Quran and the Sunnah tells us pray all day if you like. There's no limit.
But he does hear your prayers, doesn't he?
Well, I hope so.
Okay. So, are you actually in a real-time communication with this Allah entity?
What do you mean? I communicate through
Allah
worshiping him.
Okay. Does Allah communicate with you?
What do you mean communicate with?
Does Allah talk to you?
Do I meet him in the dream?
Does Allah talk to you?
How is he going to talk to me?
I'm
Do I
asking
meet
you.
him?
I'm asking you.
I'm answering. Do he meet him face to face?
Well, in any way. Do you communicate with Allah in any way? Does he?
Allah, if I'm in trouble,
Yes.
if I'm in trouble, and I have problems,
Yes.
and I have faith in Allah,
Yes.
so somehow my problem is solved, and I'm grateful.
That is excellent. So that is verification. Yes. Do you know what? You look like a trustworthy guy, so I'm going to take your word for it. So give me an example of where Allah has resolved your issue and resolved your problem.
And I'm not lying to you.
Yes.
In 1998, 97, 98, I had a lot of trouble, a divorce. Yes. And I stopped crying, I stopped this, and I was very angry for a year or two. Then I realized, I nearly lost my life. I was about 28 stone, nothing, nothing. I was very thin. So I went back to the mosque and I pray, I follow everything.
And so how did he resolve your issue? What happened?
That's his.
No. But what was the problem, and how did he resolve it?
Well, because when you lose communication, you lose faith, you follow. It's like the Christian, go to the pub, go drink, men married men, women married women, and so on.
Okay.
You lose the faith.
Okay.
But if you follow the faith, Allah will restore order in you.
Okay.
No, but he's asking about
I'm asking you about, you had a problem, didn't you, in 1997?
Yeah.
98.
Divorce.
You were divorced.
Yeah.
So how did Allah help you resolve that issue? What happened?
I married another woman.
Okay, good. So, good.
And that works.
Good.
Because the Quran says you can marry 4.
Exactly. Now,
It did work.
that is obviously an example.
No, but I went back to the mosque. I went back to the, to the faith.
I believe you.
I cleaned the house.
Good.
Nothing in the house.
Excellent.
No images, no women, no nothing, no, just me and the Holy Quran.
Good.
And
Now-
I wake up strong and clean.
Good.
And
Now,
there.
good. Now that is an example
And I went back to work.
Okay. Now that is an example of Allah answering your prayers.
I hope so.
Well,
Look at him. He didn't answer his.
okay.
Look, I know him.
That is an example.
He's Christian. He didn't answer his.
There's a Jew.
That
He has
He
the
didn't
candlestick.
answer his.
But he has a candlestick.
I don't know what
Stick
they
on the topic. Stick on the topic.
That is an example of Allah.
Anyway, you're giving me an interview.
Well, no.
Can you tell me
hold on.
who are you?
No, hold on.
No.
I'm
The
just-
camera
I'm just-
there,
I'm just-
the interview there.
No, I'm just
What
an
are
ordinary
you?
guy.
What are you?
No, I'm just an ordinary guy.
It can't be.
I'm just a curious guy. I'm here to find out and hopefully learn. Right now that is an example. That's a clear example of Allah answering your calls and answering your
honest.
prayers.
I'm
isn't it?
honest.
Okay, good. Now, because we've now established that you actually
Not
communicate.
Jesus. I'm not to communicate with Jesus.
Let me just.
He does.
Let me just.
He let him down.
Okay. Now we've established that you have direct communication with Allah because Allah has helped you and
Not
answered your
only me, he
prayers.
helped many people.
Exactly.
I'm not the only one.
But you're an example.
He might help you too.
But you are a clear example here, standing here today, of
What's
of,
the next question?
of Allah helping you. Right? Now, clearly, you are a conduit. You are a channel.
Are you a Christian?
No. I'm just some.
Why was somebody asking you?
I'm just a human being.
There's
But-
nothing wrong in it.
No.
Are you a Christian? I'm a
No.
human being too.
No. But
Everybody is a human being. I'm asking you, are you a Christian?
No,
Are you
I'm
a
not.
Catholic?
no.
What's
I'm
your
not.
faith?
I don't have anything.
Are you atheist?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
And you believe in atheism?
Well,
Hold on. So you believe in the Big Bang? Yes? You believe everything? One bomb, mountain explode, and you believe everything?
we'll come on to that in a minute.
No. You ask me, and let me ask you.
I've asked.
What is it?
I've asked you. I'm
What is
asking you.
evolution? What is evolution?
You're jumping around. I'm
I'm
trying to
asking
ask
you.
you some questions.
I have the right to ask you too.
You can ask me as many questions in a minute.
Yeah, but what is
But
evolution?
you are clearly a channel.
What is evolution?
Well, evolution's nonsense, isn't it?
But what is it? What is it?
It's not. We don't need to talk about evolution because
Why?
it's complete nonsense.
So do you say you're an atheist?
Yes.
So you
but-
believe in evolution?
No, it's complete nonsense. And that's
No.
why.
No.
And that's
You
why.
believe in evolution if you're an atheist?
No. Listen. We're going to get the answer from God's creation through you in a minute.
You believe species, animals and species and all that.
You just said that God answered your prayer
I'm
in
asking you,
1997.
what is evolution? Define evolution for me.
Did God
I
answer your prayer?
already answered that.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay.
What is evolution?
Right. So you are a clear
Why you
example.
run away from your question? Why?
You're a clear example.
Why are you running
You're trying
away?
to change the topic.
Yeah, I do. Why is,
Okay.
what is
What?
evolution?
Are you scared? Are you scared of where I'm going with the question?
Scared of what?
Are you scared?
I already answered the question. Why you don't answer mine?
I've just said I think evolution's nonsense.
But you see an atheist.
Yes, and it's
Atheists,
complete nonsense.
The atheists believe evolution.
Well, we can believe whatever we want.
Well, what is evolution? It's to evolve.
I don't know. I
Sometimes
don't know. I don't know what evolution is.
You believe that, sir?
Well,
Hold
listen.
on.
Have a conversation with him or me. We can't have both.
Can a horse give a birth to a giraffe?
Listen, my friend.
Well, that's evolution.
My friend, you see,
No, my friend.
Can a rabbit lay an egg?
You have no clue of evolution. Don't ask about it if you're not sure about it.
you seem to be running away.
No, you are
see-
an atheist.
Okay.
Running away what? From
Okay,
what?
okay.
I told you my faith is in Allah.
Good.
And Allah solved my problem.
Good.
What do you want me to tell you?
Okay, now we've established that Allah solved your problem.
Okay.
He clearly used
What's the
you.
next question?
Okay. He clearly used you.
He didn't
as-
use me.
Well, he did.
No, he didn't
He
use
did.
me. I follow the commandments.
Well, he answered your
No,
prayers.
no,
doesn't he?
yeah, but he didn't use me.
Okay, but he does answer.
He's above me.
Okay, good.
He doesn't need me.
I know. But he does help you when you need help, doesn't he?
Yes, right.
Good. Now, we now know that Allah helps you
Right. But
when
you
you
say
need
that-
help.
You say that 10 times.
So what
Next
we need
question.
to do is take you to a hospital, right?
What? Your hospital?
No, any hospital.
African hospital.
No.
Why don't you cure Ebola? The 10,000 people before you cure me.
Wait a second. Calm down.
Cure your own people.
You're going off
before you
subject.
cure me.
You're going off subject. Relax. Calm down.
We should take you. What we need
No,
to do.
I have my own GP. Thank you, and he's Jewish.
No, listen.
Well, I'm answering you. I have my own GP.
We need to take you to a hospital.
No. Well, which hospital?
A children's hospital.
Why don't you take Ebola people to the
We
hospital?
need to take you to a children's
No,
hospital.
no.
So
I
you
have
can
my own GP.
heal. So you can heal some children. Because clearly,
I thought you were telling me something wrong with me.
Well, I mean, we can have that argument.
Can you come with me?
No.
You'll be a nurse.
Hold on. What we need to do is take you to a children's
Yeah, I
hospital.
live near children's hospital. Right, Ormond Street.
Good.
Do you know it?
Good.
Yeah.
Do you know Greater?
Yeah, we do.
And I'm sure that there's plenty of Muslim babies in that children's
Oh
hospital.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So what we should do is get you to pray to Allah to heal those Muslim
We
children.
don't do that.
Of course you do.
No, we don't
Of
do
course
that.
you do, because
No,
you just said
we don't do
Allah
that.
answers your
No,
prayers.
we don't do that. We
Of
don't
course
do
you
that.
do.
No, we don't do that.
Why don't you do it?
Because
What would you pray for?
Listen.
What would you pray for if it
No,
wasn't
that's
for
a
children?
duty. Prayer is a duty. Every Muslim must perform a prayer. If he doesn't, he's a
The
disbeliever
baby's
like
4
you.
years old, 3 years old.
No,
The baby's 3 years
the
old.
baby born innocent.
Yeah, but it's sick. But the baby's sick.
But God made him
Some-
sick.
But the baby's sick.
But your God made.
Can the
No, he
baby
didn't
pray?
make him sick.
Your God made the
Who
baby
made the
sick.
baby
Some
sick?
women are pregnant and the baby die already inside
the woman?
and they give birth.
Who made the woman?
What do you mean? What?
Who made the woman?
God, the Creator.
Exactly. And who made that baby?
The Creator.
Good. So why did the God Creator make that baby sick?
Well, that's His will.
Well, okay.
Some people born disabled.
Okay, good.
So, tell me, why you look different from me? No. Why are you black? I am brown.
The weather.
No, it's not the weather.
The climate.
No, it's not the climate.
not true.
If you see the climate, I will see that God created us in one color, but when you come to Europe, the paint run out. The paint run out. You're lost now, are you?
I don't know whether you got this on
You're
on
lost.
camera. No,
You're
I
lost,
haven't.
No, He
But
created
why are you
us.
going off into that
He
direction?
creates us in one color. He paints us in one color. But when he come to Europe, the paint run out.
God does answer
Go
your
there.
prayers.
Smell that.
God does answer your prayers.
No. Listen.
God does answer your prayers.
Listen, I told you some children
God does answer your
die in the womb before they were
What we
born.
need to do is use your magical powers. Because
No,
God
not me.
uses He does.
No, Allah is do that.
You just said Allah answered your prayer.
Yeah,
Good.
He might
So
answer
why
yours.
don't we take you to St Albans Hospital?
No,
To some Muslim babies.
No, the doctor said that.
To take them to some Muslim babies.
No, the doctor
so you
said
can
that.
pray for those Muslim
No,
babies.
you don't pray.
So that Allah can heal them.
No, you don't. Allah will help them.
No.
If
He's
the
not healing them. They're in
No,
hospital.
we need
They're
you.
already in
No.
hospital.
No,
Hold
we
on.
need you. We need you.
Why
you don't pray then, David?
running around in circles. No need
Why
for
you
that.
didn't take a doctor to Ebola
Futile.
to help 10,000 people?
Listen.
Yeah,
What we
why
need
you
to-
going away?
Just
what
ask
we
him
need you
about
to do-
all the children that Allah does not heal.
What do you mean? Allah
Why you
does
don't
not
go
help?
heal? Why you
If-
don't do-
if
he's got
life,
can heal him.
Allah
What's your
give
problem?
life. Allah take life.
So what about-
Listen. There's a tree. Yes, there's a tree. When the leaves become yellow, they finish. When Allah decides to take a life, whether you're a child, whether you're an old man, whether you're a young man, when your time is up, his time is up.
That's
Doesn't
profound.
matter where you are.
That's profound bit of philosophy.
Well, then you go to library and read some philosophy books.
But listen.
They will may help you.
Clearly, you're a conduit, you're a channel, you're a funnel for Allah to do miracles.
Who's
You said
who's
because
the
you
creator,
said
David, and
He
God
did the
has
miracle
to
for
heal
me.
because
Stop
he's
distracting.
Black
Wait,
God
relax.
has to
Get,
heal you
get
because
thee
I'm
behind
not
me.
in you.
Get me behind me,
I'm not behind
Satan.
you, Black. I'm not
Stay
behind
there,
you.
Satan. Stay there.
He did the miracles. I want to hear
Get thee behind me, Satan.
decision. He did the miracles.
Relax.
He did the miracles for me. Never he no one. Like a sit down.
So if
I was
behind you.
lucky.
Yeah.
Some people
Is
are
it
not
like
lucky.
Yeah, but it's all Allah's doing though. But it's all Allah's
obviously.
doing.
That's his will.
Yeah, why?
That is his will.
Yeah, but why
Ask
did you
him.
want?
Why did he help
You asked him. He's
No.
talking
Why
to
did
you.
he-
No.
Why
Why don't you go to the mosque and go down
I
and
don't
pray and ask him?
because I don't fancy going on my knees and mess up my white trousers. So I'm asking you to go. So I'm asking you to go
I
to Great
see.
Ormond Street
So-
Hospital
so-
and
so-
help out those children.
Hold on. So
You just said Allah helps you,
You believe
and
in
he answers your prayers.
freedom.
Freedom.
Yes, freedom. You
Yeah,
believe
freedom that I actually have.
You can do what you like.
To a certain degree, yes.
To a certain degree. So because your trousers is white, you don't want to be dirty.
Sorry?
Is that your trousers is white? You don't want to be dirty. Is that what you say?
Now let's have a recap. You said to me, no. You said to me,
Go to the mosque.
why don't you go to the mosque and go on the floor and kneel down? I said,
Yes, and ask Allah to help you.
No,
you see
but
your
you're the
trousers.
Muslim. I'm not.
You're the Muslim.
You're the Muslim.
That's the answer.
You're the Muslim.
That's
You're the Muslim.
You're the Muslim.
And Allah answers your prayers.
So, can we have a prayer mat set
So
up
you
in
believe
Great?
you
So
believe
can
in
we
freedom?
have a prayer mat set up in Great Ormond Street Hospital?
me,
And you
Can we
can go on the
take you
floor
to
and ask the
St.
Hills.
Ormond's Hospital
Can you do that?
so you can cure some Muslim babies?
Who and then a man can marry the man?
Who?
Is it,
What?
You know, in Europe and in America, and even in Africa, a man can marry the man. A woman is legal in this country.
Well, you have to ask
legal in
Parliament.
Spain.
You have to ask
No,
Parliament.
don't ask Parliament.
But they're the ones that formulate the laws.
But who gives this order?
No, but they formulate the
Did
laws.
God allow that?
What?
Did God allow
We
that?
don't know. We haven't asked those
Oh,
men.
you don't know?
We haven't asked those
So
men.
you agree to man get married?
No, I
man?
do not agree to anything. I'm saying those
And
men.
I'm asking you.
No, I do not agree to that. So
Oh,
I'm
you
asking
do
you.
not agree to that. What is you do not agree a man should marry
But
the
you
man?
see, these
That's not
men.
the point,
So
is it?
you agree a man should marry the woman?
You're running away.
Sorry?
You agree a man should marry the
Right,
woman?
woman, yes, go and continue.
A man should marry the
Yes,
woman.
yes, go on. Yeah, go on.
You're scared
And
of
you
me.
behaving like a comedian.
No, you're scared of me. You're scared of me.
Listen,
I asked you,
listen.
why don't we go down to St. Ormond's Hospital?
Listen.
So God can
Listen.
answer your prayers
I come to
in order
listen.
to cure some Muslim babies.
I come to
Why don't you do that?
Listen, I come to speak.
Because
Does
you
anybody
just
here
said
do that?
this-
Anybody here want to do that?
Does any...
I
To
don't
go to
perform
Great Ormond Street
witchcraft.
Hospital
do.
and pray for some Muslim babies
You
to
in
be healed.
Africa, you do voodoo.
I don't mind praying.
don't.
I'm not sure it's gonna help, but
You
you know.
perform voodoo in Africa. I
Yes.
don't.
You just said...
Can
I
you do
don't
that?
perform witchcraft.
You just
I have
said-
a faith in Allah.
Holborn Station.
And
I am
Allah
not a witchcraft man.
Yes, and
Yeah,
Allah
but there's
answers
Muslim
your
sick
prayers.
babies there.
Do you believe witchcraft?
Allah answers
Do
your
you
prayers.
No, but
believe
it's best to
voodoo?
look at the child you're paying
This
for.
Allah
Do
answers
you
your
believe
prayers.
voodoo?
Okay.
This Allah
Do you
answers your
believe
prayers.
Okay, this is going
No,
nowhere.
the babies, the children are first.
This Allah answers your
The
prayers.
children
All
are
the
first.
time.
Pray for the children.
all the
So
time.
And
why
let me
don't
see
we
them
use
being
your
blessed in
powers
But hold on, one second.
that you have with Allah, and let's take you to the hospital so we can heal some Muslim
Exactly.
babies?
I don't perform witchcraft.
You do.
No.
You just said
You
you did.
African do voodoo, not me.
And what did you do? And what did you do?
Let me tell you something. What you're trying to say to him is that you cannot cure the sick with Allah. But in reality, the doctors who are
So
creating
Allah's
the brains,
limited
the
then.
capacity.
So hold on a second. So Allah's limited then. So Allah's limited.
Give him a chance.
Oh, so Allah's limited, is
Allah
he?
doesn't heal the sick.
Hang on, hang on.
No, no,
Hold on.
listen to him. He has more.
When it says Allah heals the sick, how does it mean? What does it mean? It's not directly. It's like you say you feed your baby. It doesn't necessarily mean you can give him money, you can give him a job.
Can I
It's
ask
like
you some
that.
questions?
So Allah gives.
Okay, calm down, my friend. Answer the
Allah
question.
gives.
Okay, because he was struggling. You answer the question.
Okay.
You don't have to go and say, oh, Allah, let it
Calm
be.
down.
It doesn't work like that.
Calm down.
I shall It is.
You seem to
Your whole
know.
argument about this guy is trying to say Allah should cure.
One at a time, please.
Allah
One
has
at a
given
time.
you a capacity
One at a time.
which you haven't got anything to do with.
I was sick and Allah
Just
cured me without a
you have to go
problem.
for training, you do that, and then He helps you. Just like a job. If you want to eat and
One
keep
at a
alive,
time.
you have to work.
Okay, stop now.
I'm talking.
Listen to him. Listen to him now.
Now, you seem to know the inner workings of Allah's mind.
Exactly.
You seem to know exactly how Allah's mind works.
No.
One at a time.
never seen
Calm
that.
down.
You do.
One at a time.
Now you're forcing me.
Okay. Does Allah talk to you?
No.
Okay. Does Muhammad talk to you?
Well, where?
Does do the scribes?
Allah has rules
Wait a
and laws
second.
which He has
Clear
put in
door.
Hold on.
Which are clear.
I've got some more questions to ask you. So, do the original scribes that wrote and concocted the Quran, do they communicate with you?
No.
Okay. And are
Do the
you-
people who wrote mathematics communicate with you?
Okay. So,
Do the people who devised
do-
mathematics 200 years
do-
ago, do they communicate with you? They don't
so
communicate.
far,
You don't need to-
so far, Allah doesn't talk to you.
I've already answered that. So
Muhammad doesn't talk.
Well, in the night dream, when you're sleeping.
Allah doesn't talk to you. Muhammad doesn't talk to you.
Allah doesn't talk to me, doesn't talk to trees, but He
Okay.
created all these things.
And
Doesn't
the-
talk to birds.
and the-
There's
and the
so many
original-
of us. There's animals. There's all
And
of us
the
creatures.
original scribes that concocted the Quran, they don't communicate with us, do they?
course I told you no. So you're going on. What?
And are you?
They're dead.
We need to. We just need to establish your qualifications. Are you the chosen interpreter and translator for every Muslim sect around the world? No. So what you're so
Just like
so,
you don't represent atheists or Christians or any whatever.
Exactly. So the babbling nonsense that you've just espoused over the past couple of minutes is your cherry picking.
No.
Is your cherry picking, subjective,
Now let me
buffet
say-
selecting,
now let me say-
make it up as you go along. Islam.
Let me tell you
You
something.
just make it up as you go along.
Let me tell you something.
Unless you can show that Allah talks to you directly, and you know
can he
this
talk
mind.
to him?
You're talking nonsense.
Well, you
think that the
now let's come back to you.
My friend, let me
You
tell you.
think
let me
that
tell you
the-
something.
Let's come back to you.
Hold on.
My friend,
Because
you-
you
You've
claim-
been shut down, my friend.
You
shut down.
You friend,
you
shut
claim-
down. That's
you
called
claim
shut down.
that Allah
Uneducated.
answers
No, there's
your
no more
prayers.
talking.
Uneducated.
That's called
Good.
shut down.
Good.
My friend,
Now,
that's called shut down.
Why don't we
Guys,
use
you guys-
that power?
You guys need to
Because
go
we
to
know
school.
that Allah answers
Oh.
your prayers. Why don't we take you to St. Ormond's Hospital,
Once
identify some Muslim babies,
You finish?
some Muslim babies,
finish?
and get you to pray to
I
Allah.
don't perform witchcraft.
To get you to
That's
pray
in
to
Africa they do that.
Don't. Okay,
They
my
don't
friend.
do it
My
in
friend. My
England.
friend.
You will go,
Stop
if
with
you
the
perform
racism.
witchcraft,
Hold on.
you will go to prison.
Now let's stop with the
No, they
racism.
do it in magazines.
No, let's stop with the racism.
They sacrifice
And second
children.
subject.
They sacrifice children.
Where?
There are a lot of people
Where?
in jail.
He's drowning.
Where?
He's
There
drowning.
is a-
Show me
drowning.
where.
He's drowning.
Hold
Show me
on.
where.
Can I
Show
show
me
you?
where.
Yeah, show
Can
me
I
where.
show you?
Yeah, show me
Hold
He's
on.
embarrassed.
Hold on.
You're
Shut up for a minute.
You're embarrassed.
Hold on. There is a man, a priest, a pastor
What's
in
his name?
Balam. In Balam.
What's his name?
He's there 7 years in jail.
What is his name?
He used to bring children from Africa and sell them here.
what's his name?
And he sees a miracle.
Where's it?
Go
Where's
to the
it?
police,
Where's
they'll
it?
tell you.
Where's it?
Anyway,
He's
let's
in
get back.
jail.
And in Saudi Arabia, they
Saudi
chop people's head
Arabia
off.
now.
They check your head off for stealing an apple.
Yeah, in America they
For
put
stealing
gas.
apple.
In America,
They chop your head off.
In America they use
That's
gas
capital
chamber.
punishment. Well, I'd rather have a
America,
gas
they use
chamber.
gas chamber.
Who would rather have a head chopped off or gas
scared.
chamber?
In America, they
Head
use
chopped off or gas chamber?
injection.
For looking at a white
Injection.
Stealing apple.
looking at a white
In one,
You're terrified.
in 1 year,
Okay.
in 1 year,
You're terrified.
and I
Calm
quote,
down.
You're scared.
hold on, I quote, in 1 year,
terrified. You're scared. You're
123
scared and
black
you're
men
terrified.
was innocent killed by American police.
You feel debate.
In America.
What year is this?
In 1 year.
You're changing the
year?
subject.
2015.
You're running away.
Which year?
You're running away. You're
And I
changing the
quote,
subject. You're changing the subject. You're running
That's the
away.
wrong number.
I quote,
It's the wrong number. It's the wrong number.
123
It's
You're running away, you're changing the
579.
subject.
579.
running
Quote
away.
it properly.
Police.
Quote it properly.
Don't talk about Saudi Arabia.
579.
You're changing the subject. You're running away.
So-
Let's get back to your prayers.
Exactly.
I
Let's get
don't
back
do
to
witchcraft.
I know you don't.
I'm not a
You do
voodoo man.
prostrating on the floor. You kneel on the floor with your bum in the sky. That's what you do.
I pray to Allah.
Yes. Good. And
Allah, guide
Yes,
me.
with your bum in the sky.
Guide me. I don't drink.
And he answers your
I
prayers.
don't
doesn't he?
smoke.
And he answers your
I
prayers.
don't
doesn't he?
gamble.
Does Allah answer your
For my
prayers?
head. You drink.
Does Allah
Are
answer
you
your
an
prayers?
alcoholic?
Yes, I am. Does Allah for you? Does Allah answer your prayers?
I told you.
Good. Now, what we need to do, we need to use that power
Why do
that
you
you
use
have.
me? Why me?
Because Allah answers your prayers.
It's the doctors.
Why me? I'm not a
Your
doctor.
prayers.
I am not a doctor.
Allah answers your prayers.
To me.
We don't need
I'm not a
doctors.
doctor.
We don't need, Muslims don't need doctors.
Allah,
Muslims do not
Let me
need
answer your
doctors.
question. Hold on. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question.
Please.
Let me answer your question.
Muslims don't need doctors because they've got Allah.
I tell you
They've got
something.
Allah. They don't need doctors.
I tell you something.
They don't need nurses. They don't need hospitals.
So look, listen,
They've got
let's
their
sum this
prayers.
up.
Chill, man.
Let's sum this up. You have no power. You have no
don't have any
power.
power.
Allah has no power.
No, but
You
Allah
have
has
no
power.
It's
I don't have
called-
any power.
It's called a Fusuzi Fasazi. A Fusuzi Fasazi. No power, no God, no power.
If anybody, any doctor, anybody can stop death, then it can
But you have no power. Allah has no power.
I don't have power.
Demonstrate the power.
I don't have power.
Does Allah have power?
Allah have power.
Prove it.
Well, prove it.